Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining me here. Let us tap right in and see what storyline Spirit would like to share with you. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. What storyline would you like to share with the collective this evening, please, Spirit? Collective energy, please. Collective energy. Alrighty then. In the central energy, you've got the Eight of Swords in the upright. Somebody's having victim mentality. They could be having some restrictions. They may be blinded and bound. Like maybe they can't use their third eye. Could be that they're bound to something. Having some negative thoughts. In the challenge position, we have judgment in the upright. They've been judged and restricted. This is a judgment. In the subconscious, we've got the Ace of Wands in the upright. Potential beginnings, a new opportunity. They may be thinking about a new opportunity, a new beginning. In the recent past, we've got the Empress here. Could have birthed something new, accomplished something, evolved, birthed something. Intentions and expectations. Justice. The law of cause and effect, balance, fairness. In the near future, you've got the King of Swords here. Mental clarity. The truth is here. Honest leadership. Reliable. I love that, you know, when somebody says something, they don't have to make a vow, they don't have to do a handshake, they don't have to put it in writing, they don't even have to make a promise or anything. There's some people out there, and I'm talking about regal folk, you know, who actually have a higher standard of being. And that is speaking what they mean. You know, if they say something is going to happen or not going to happen, you can count on it. It's the absolute truth. And you know that whatever it is, they will do whatever is necessary to honor their word. Some folks are just like that. I think that's what this King of Swords is. The lens that's being looked through. High Priestess. You could be turning inward. You could be, the answers are within. You could be tuned in to the divine right now regarding judgment and justice. Whether High Priestess is the Empress or not, it's happening here. In the environment, you have Five of Wands reversed, ending the conflict. Diversity and peace. Agreeing to disagree. Hopes and fears. Now. Hopes and fears. Six of Swords in the reverse. There could be a fear of plans getting delayed. Something's happening. Somebody may hope that they can delay whatever this is by agreeing to disagree. They may have hope that they can delay. Judgment and justice. The outgoing energy is the Magician. The mind and the universe are only reflections of one another. So something's being manifested with power, clarity, and confidence. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. There's romance in the air. Somebody's in touch with their emotions, their heart. They may want to make a proposal. We've got the Two of Pentacles here. So there's negotiations, some multiple priorities. There seems to be a lot going on. Adaptability. And we got the Ace of Swords. So there's new beginnings based in truth. And a Nine of Cups here. A wish come true. Your hard work paid off. And this is the completion of your Ten of Wands burden. You could be learning a new skill and celebrating with, while this Emperor is like crumbling everything down. He's like got everything's in a tower. The Emperor is like tower moment. Now I don't know if this Emperor, I don't think this Emperor is actually going through a tower. You've got you're manifesting, you're learning a new skill. There's a celebration, I think, because this Emperor is is releasing what was. It's interesting that revelation is on this card. Kind of reminds me of Revelations or whatever, you know. So I don't know. You still got somebody trying to defend their beliefs here. And your hard work's going to pay off. There's a reconciliation. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, a supportive family unit, an inheritance. You might come into an inheritance. There may be an inheritance of abundance. Ace of Pentacles. So whatever is happening here, it's good for you know, the leveling out of this chaos. So we've got somebody in an Eight of Swords victim mentality. They could be imprisoned. Somebody may be imprisoned. Somebody may have been bound mentally and restricted in an imprisonment. They could be in a solitary confinement. They're feeling isolated. Important. It could be an important person who's got their hands tied. They're being restricted. Maybe they're seen as important. There's a restriction for an important person. An imprisonment for an important person. They're in the challenge position. We have judgment here. Absence. Maybe the judgment is that they need to become absent. They need to take off into this solitary confinement, or perhaps they're under judgment for being absent, for not caring for the family, for not caring for the children, being an absent father. Whoever this important person is is being restricted because they were maybe they didn't take care of the children. The families, maybe part of their important duty was to look out for the welfare of the family unit, and maybe they just didn't. Maybe they're under judgment because there's the fathers and these for the children are absent. I don't know. We'll find out. In the subconscious, you've got the Ace of Wands. So there's action happening, powerful action. Optimistic leadership. A new project, Ace of Wands. There's new leadership. Maybe folks are very optimistic about it. maybe whoever this leader is, or this leader is bringing optimism to a circumstance. You do have the Empress here, so there could be something birthed into the new. An accomplishment, some sort of an abundant accomplishment. Service. Service. In service. So the Empress is here in service. Very passionate with the Ace of Wands here, and optimistic about this leadership role. It could be there's the law of cause and effect happening here. Justice is being served. Appearance in the reverse. Balance. Somebody's a no-show. Somebody's not showing up. Somebody's not allowed to appear. They're not going to court. This is a judgment. Like, it's just fairness and truth. And this is appearance in the reverse, so that's no appearance. And then in the challenge position, we have absent. We have the King of Swords here in the near future. Mental clarity, and he's an authority in this leadership position. He knows the truth. He's very disciplined. Working hard. Working hard. That's hard labor, that pounding that metal and doing that kind of stuff. That's really hard labor. So this King of Swords is really working hard. And it's honest labor. You got the High Priestess here. The lens that's being looked through is the High Priestess. So High Priestess has that. I really feel that this Empress is perhaps in her High Priestess energy. In service. Restoring optimism in leadership, or perhaps very passionate and optimistic about bringing judgment and justice to whatever was happening here. What we got here? Oh, okay, that's a lot of cards. Perception. High Priestess. Taking a close look at things. Doing an inspection. Calculating the mental body of what is happening here, like taking a real good look at it. In the environment, you've got the Five of Wands reversed, so it's litigation. It's ending the conflict and restoring peace. purpose. There's no purpose for this fighting. Somebody doesn't have a role. Somebody has lost their purpose. There's a need to agree, to disagree, to bring peace. There's no more purpose to this. It's over. There's no purpose for fighting anymore. It's like it's a done deal. The truth is out. Judgment and justice is happening. This fighting, it doesn't serve anybody. And she's here in service. And all this fighting isn't doing anybody any good. It has no purpose. So we've got, in the hope and fear, we've got Six of Swords reversed. So there's resistance to change. There could be delayed plans. For a tribe. They feel there's unfinished business here. They're resistant to change. And we've got the Magician here in the outgoing energy. He has everything he needs and a powerful mind, and he's putting it together here with action, powerful action. Getting creative with his skill there. And he's not afraid. He's no chicken. We've got Bohemian here. He could be very creative with what he's got going on. He could be in touch as an artist, as a manifester, as a dreamer of things. He could be in touch here, working with the High Priestess here, doing some stuff regarding this, the compass of this ancestry that was fighting around, jacking your life around for fun, for the fun of it. And it's time. It's just time. It's time for this religious person. Now, I don't know. This might be like one of them facetious kind of a things. This religious person to get hospitality. Hospitality. Congratulations. Attention. Somebody's coming up and saying, I know what you did. I know everything you did, and you did it really well. You drove love and partnership here. You haunted it with the expectation of competing. But the conscientious, you are conscientious, perhaps as Empress, High Priestess. You kept your house, your mind, your vessel, your energy clean, pure, and that was your defense. And it could be that you have been seen, and it's perfection. So conscientious, that's their spiritual cleanses. You gotta purify your energy. You gotta, what is that? Catch and release. I like to call it catch and release sometimes. So you did that perfectly. So you defended yourself by being conscientious about your housekeeping, house, temple. There's a backstory to this, puppetry. And there's a backstory to this puppetry. And the privilege of the sovereign beings who shine, getting martyred and made invisible in the spirit. With this tribe. So there's a backstory here. This drama, you didn't do anything. You're a peaceful person and they were bringing you drama. Causing you all kinds of drama. You didn't even do anything. But there's creativity. There's justice here. It could be the creator is serving. Look, this is a second justice card. So you got judgment regarding absent fathers, broken homes. And you've got creativity and justice. So it's like there's no appearance. Somebody's not appearing. Somebody's going to be leaving. We got appearance. Somebody may be leaving. They're not invited to show up. Their justice is being served, and they can't be present. They can't show up. They're not going to get the appearance of privilege. They can't be present at all, perhaps, or maybe they're going to lose their sense of privilege, because you've got here in the central energy the Eight of Swords, which is negative thoughts, imprisonment, and a restriction of somebody who's important, or maybe this is an important thing. They're no longer going to be appearing that way. They might be stripped of the appearance of importance. Appearance, no appearance. They might be like removed from circumstance. They have to leave. They have to go away. They're losing their status of importance. Feeling like a victim. This important person is feeling like a victim. They're in prison. They're reminiscing about all the inside jokes. Maybe they thought it was funny. Breaking up homes, leaving children without a guide, a guardian, a protector, somebody to provide a foundation and to teach them the ropes about being a man or being a responsible man. Somebody's under judgment regarding this. Neglect. They neglected the family unit. And these fathers, a lot of the fathers, they go into these wars and they die in these wars and they leave the children by themselves. And this is like endless war where fathers of generations are continuously like on this rotation, death thing, leaving mothers and children alone. And it's just, so I don't know. I'm thinking they neglected the family. They neglected the children by removing the father from the home. We've got power, potential beginnings, new opportunities. There's optimism regarding this leadership, or this new leader, this Empress here who's in service is optimistic about the leadership. Somebody's feeling broken and shattered about this. Yeah. Somebody's feeling shattered about this situation. Whoever this is bound is reminiscing about how fun it was to cause pain for families and whatnot. So the Empress is here in service, birthing something. There's justice here. She's not making any mistakes. Dotting all her I's, crossing all her T's. You got justice here and appearance in the reverse. The law of cause and effect. Gossip. The law of cause and effect. Appearance in the reverse. Appearance in the reverse. And then you've got imprisonment and restricted. Whoever this person is may be removed You got the King of Swords here. He's got mental clarity. He's doing hard work. And we've got unappreciated. I felt like he didn't care. So he's laboring. Unappreciated. We'll have to get some clarification for that. Maybe he is investigating the work that those who didn't care about you did. So he could be researching the truth, finding evidence, gaining clarity. He's working really hard regarding those who had no appreciation for family, maybe. High Priestess is here with a perception. So she could have a laser focused perception. She could have, she could be, it's the subconscious connections, right? So she may be looking in the subconscious at the perception, like what was really being thought, what were people thinking, what were they seeing, what was their vision, what was their expectation, what was their, so the truth is coming out. The truth is that you have to know all the details. So it looks to me like this is searching, for the details, really getting to the nitty gritty regarding soul contracts, perhaps. Self-love. Could be that the High Priestess is here with high morals, gaining a perception over those, about those who love themselves, who are love. And you can tell, I mean, if you can't love yourself, if you're not taking good care of yourself, if you're out partying all the time and you don't care what is coming out of you, whether it be like rage or, just uncontrolled. If you're not controlling your emotions and your energetic, balance, then it's being controlled for you. It's being manipulated by whatever outside stream of thought is going through your head, whether it come through the television or any other mode. So there is a Five of Wands reverse. There's an agreeing to disagree. There's an ending of this conflict. It serves no purpose. It has no purpose. We've got, there's mend. There's mend in the reverse. This relationship isn't going to be fixed. There's no third parties. You're just going to end the conflict. Agree to disagree. Okay, you guys want to go break hearts and do that. Okay, go do your thing. But we're moving on. No mending of the connection. It has no purpose. This fighting, this is stupid. There's no mending the connection with those who are not third parties. They can't get contracts. They can't. They can't make an appearance. It's like they're being separated. It could be maybe that they are being made absent because they neglected family. And not just that, but they thought it was funny. So it could be that there's a judgment here, there's a reckoning. A new phase, and they're going to be absent. They're going to be made absent because maybe they're going to be neglected. But there's not going to be any mending of the connections with those who are not third wheel enemies, with those who love themselves. So whoever this High Priestess is, she's taken a good look at the people, at the people here. She's looking at the subconscious, the inner workings of the mind. Where are they? What are they thinking? Very. She's looking into it. Hopes and fears. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. So there's unfinished business with this tribe. They're resistant to change. They miss their opportunity. The Magician is here, manifesting something with creative skill and power, and he's not afraid. He's not a chicken. He's not a chicken. And we got escape and it's in the reverse. So nobody's going to escape. He's not afraid. This tribe isn't going to escape. There's no escape. He's not afraid. He's using his willpower and he's like taking serious action. It could be that he doesn't want any chickens. He doesn't want any of this, chicken shit little stuff. It could be that he's, there's no escape. Whatever he's got going on here, he's making it so they can't escape. They can't leave. They're being made absent. They can't make an appearance. Oh, already pulled one. So it could be that he's very passionate. He's very passionate about what he's doing here. And it could be that those low vibrational people who were daydreaming about being you, using passion to get a soul contract, are in regret. They can't escape this. Third wheel enemies. They were using passion to try to be you, to gain your soul contract. They want forgiveness for lying about an inseparable love union. It's an unexpected outcome that you're in a commitment here. You're making a commitment to responsible families, and this is a new chapter. So family wins. Family wins, and third wheel enemies are out. There's no mending the connection. Alright, so we got an Eight of Swords here, negative, victim mentality, could be an actual imprisonment, a binding, made blind, they didn't see it coming, they can't see it coming, this is important. Maybe it's an important person who was joking around and laughing about neglecting family units. They thought themselves so important, they were really getting off on that. Needs. Their needs aren't being met. Their emotional needs aren't being met. They're challenged. They're under judgment. for absent fathers and failing to give family units what they need. Endless war. Hard in the reverse. This says things are difficult now. You need space to sort out your feelings to know what to do. So they're under judgment for the absent fathers. They've neglected they failed to give families what they needed. And we got hard in the reverse. It could have been that they made it really easy. It was really easy. It was really easy for them to do this. They didn't have any problem with it. They were laughing about it. They thought it was funny that the children wouldn't have a father in the home. So in the subconscious here, we've got the Ace of Wands here. It's a new opportunity, a potential beginnings. There's optimism in this leadership role, or this new leader is optimistic. And whoever this previous important person is regarding whatever service this is, whatever service is being provided here, the previous person wasn't providing this service. They were doing the exact opposite. They were like tearing up homes, making sure that their emotional needs weren't being met. They were laughing about it. They were having a good time of it. And now they're feeling broken and shattered about it because there's a new leader. There's a new leader. They're looking for an exit plan. Justice. Judgment is being called. Justice is being served. And they're tangled. They're broken and shattered. They got themselves tangled up in a web. They're unable to free themselves from a sticky situation. The Empress is here birthing something new regarding families. It's a service. She's not making any mistakes. She's very, like this, very, very much focused. Love. So she's not making any mistakes, and we got escape in the reverse. Nobody's going to escape. She's not making any mistakes. Nobody is going to escape. There's an ending to this conflict. And there's no mending of this relationship with these third-party people who are under judgment. They're getting kicked out or something. They can't escape wherever it is. They can't escape this magician. Now I don't know if the magician is like reallocating. He could be a master of time, maybe. Nobody's going to escape. He's the magician, whether it be male or female. I mean, it could be that he is this king of swords there. Very clear about what's happening here. Doing labor regarding those who did not care, who did not appreciate the connections that they had with their families. Or with themselves. They didn't love themselves. They didn't love their self. They treated themselves like trash. So justice is being served. We got appearance in the reverse. We got gossip and blind spot. Somebody got caught up in a whirlwind. They didn't see what was really going on, and they're looking for an exit plan. They need an exit plan, but we've got the Empress here in service with no mistakes and no escape. And the King of Swords is here doing hard labor. with truth and clarity. And he's not getting all emotional about it. It's just something needs to happen, and he knows the truth of it, and he's just going to take it. He's going to take care of it. Flighty. Somebody's full of anxiety. Somebody's having, these people who didn't appreciate, they're having anxiety. They're having anxiety because they don't know what this King of Swords is going to do. They're unappreciated. They're not appreciated. King of Swords is working really hard because these ones who are flighty, who are just, willy-nilly out entertaining relations, willy-nilly without any commitment or any care. So they didn't appreciate. They're unappreciated. They're not here. There's not going to be a connection. There's no escape. Oh, check it out. No escape here and no escape on the outgoing. So in the recent past, there's no escape. It's like the Empress is providing a service, making no mistake, saying, here's this. Here's a group of folks, check them out. And then he's like, the King of Swords is here doing labor to maybe verify that they didn't appreciate family, that they were very flighty. Maybe they were very flighty. They didn't have an appreciation for family. So he's like doing labor to verify. So we've got judgment in the challenge position. They're under judgment for absent fathers, for not taking care of the needs of the family. And they had a good time at it. The Empress is in this leadership role, and she's here in service, and she's not making any mistakes. Nobody's going to escape. And then justice comes in, the law of cause and effect. There's going to be some people are losing their status. They're looking for an exit plan. And the thing is that once the King of Swords has his truth, and he does this hard labor to verify whether they didn't appreciate and just kind of were all over the place regarding family. Wow. And then there's manifestation. It's like, so you got no escape in the recent past. They're not escaping the Empress. And then on the outgoing, you got the Magician there, and he's not afraid, and they're not going to escape him. They're dealing with this whole tribe. High Priestess. She's here all up in everybody's business. She's like, oh, I see you. And she's like, yeah, mysterious. Gaining a very clear perception about those who love themselves and are trying to heal. We got facing it. Somebody needs to face it. Something isn't right. Don't be afraid to find out the truth. It will set you free. We got agreeing to end the conflict. It serves no purpose, but there won't be any mending of a connection. This third world enemies are in the reverse. So they can't mend their connection with those people who are not third world enemies, who want a family. They want to have a family with a present mother and father, with the children and all of that. They want a happy home. These ones don't want that. They want discord. They want infidelity. They want to kill off the love in the heart of not only the spouse, but the children, what the children go through when their parents split up, man. We got burned. Burned. No third world enemies. We've got burned here. Unfinished business with this tribe who's resistant to change. They miss their opportunity. They're tired. They're emotionally exhausted. They may not have any energy. Yeah, magician's there. He's getting all up and serious. Could be this King of Swords in his manifesting plan. It's like no escape. They didn't escape the Empress, and they're not going to escape this magician. They're or this King of Swords manifesting what it is. We got conquest here. Came out like this. So he's looking at intimate patterns, perhaps. So it's wild. You've got the Empress here in service, finding entanglements. It's like she's locating these entanglements. Nobody's going to escape. She's not making any mistakes. King of Swords is double checking that. High Priestess is also checking that. And then you've got the Magician wrapping it up. We got reaching here. That's wild. Somebody's hurting emotionally. They're feeling crushed because they lost. They were being childish and they're guilty. They're going to be alone. They're going to be set adrift. They won't be able to settle down. They might not have stability. They're going to struggle. Crazy drama in a rabbit hole. They might have got stuck in a rabbit hole. They might be at a distance. They might be far away. Or they might be put far away. They're going to be so far away physically and emotionally. They're going to be put far away. They're going under, and it's a long, long road. You're leaving. There's leaving. They're leaving. They're leaving, and those who were tempted. Because you're being fierce. You're being fierce regarding those who made your life hard. And you're protecting yourself. You're protecting families. You're protecting the children. Their potential, their upbringing, their futures, their potentials. The Empress and the High Priestess, the King of Swords, the Magician, they're taking it very, very seriously. They're checking it, they're double checking it, triple checking it, and then boom. That's the one thing I really love is the amount of care that goes into the research. There's no mistakes. This isn't like the typical court system that we've been experiencing of the previous cycle. This group of folks, they do it different. They do it different. And they do it with joy in their heart. You know why? Because it's for the children. It's for the families who were being neglected. And it could be that they were not able to get out of a hard situation. A lot of families that were, especially if it was generations, where there were broken homes or there was, perhaps a couple of different fathers, in the family. And then those children grew up and had children, and maybe they didn't have successful marriages, and maybe there were multiple parents within the. So it really threw everything off, and made it really difficult. And if you look at the way society kind of went, it was in a severe downgrade. It was really degrading. It's like they weren't being made into diamonds, they weren't shining. It's like they were degrading. So it's like they were stripping these children of their shine, of their potential, of their security, of the surety that they could, have a meal every night, have somebody to help them with their homework, or to see that they were, getting what they needed. And another thing too is that the parents, either military, or there's, both folks having to work to pay these astronomical mortgages and rent fees, and then who's raising the children, right? So it's like it was just a big mess, which affected their future, especially if you get a couple of generations into this mess. All of a sudden the whole psyche changes. Especially if it's in, addicted family units, or, rage, or theft, or any kind of criminal activity or stuff. It could really take them down and tangle them up. And they may never ever get out of it. This neglect that these people were causing. These leaders. This important person, who thought it was funny to see the children suffer. Guilt. So there's imprisonment here, whether it's literal imprisonment or whether it's victim mentality. Their emotional needs aren't being met, or they're guilty of not meeting the emotional needs of family units, of the children. Breaking their hearts, splitting their homes up, removing the stability of the foundation. All of a sudden now there's a single parent, when it takes two to pay the rent. I mean, acceptance. So I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. It's not hard. Neglect. Acceptance. They have to accept their judgment. Neglecting these people wasn't hard for them. They have to accept their judgment. They're feeling broken and shattered about this, and they're unable to free themselves from this sticky situation. Relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So there is a leadership, optimistic return to relationships that serve the higher good. And, the higher good in relationships is the child's mind, right? So the Empress is here in service. She's not making any mistakes. There's no one's going to escape. Nothing's escaping. She's very, very serious about her role here. Her service on behalf of relationships that serve the higher good. So Yeah. So she's not making any mistakes. There is no escape for those who were not disciplined. Those who weren't disciplined. Those who were not responsible. We got honesty here. It's about the truth. She's looking at the truth. She sees the truth. So that's kind of nice. So the Empress has it here. The truth. Colin, there's judgment, imprisonment for this crooked, important person. Stuff is happening. Justice is being served. We got appearance in the reverse. Somebody might be losing their appearance. They might be losing their status of maybe they're losing all of their fancy stuff that makes them appear a certain way. They're in prison. People are gossiping about it. They got caught up in a whirlwind. This was a blind spot. They didn't see it coming. They're looking for an exit plan. They want out. They want out. We got perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Justice is here. The law of cause and effect. Perseverance. Somebody might not be making an appearance. Ooh, they might, in order to try to preserve themselves, they might be skipping out on court. Like justice is here. Maybe they're not making an appearance. Blind spot, looking for an exit plan. The Empress persevered through something. And now that justice is happening. Yeah, somebody may be like trying to boogie off. They might be running. They can't present themselves. It could be that they're in prison. They want to get out. They're looking for a way out. We got friendship here. King of Swords, working very hard regarding friendship. So there is, because this isn't just about intimate relationship, it's friends, turning all nasty on each other. So there could be, he's looking at friends who were unappreciative and flighty. He might be looking at friendships to see what is it. Oh, so he's doing some hard work to find truth and clarity regarding friendships. Or maybe friends that were unappreciative and flighty, causing anxiety. Who were flighty friends, finicky friends. Friends that were not really in it to be friends, but to gain something. High Priestess is looking through the, what is that? The lens, the magnifying glass or whatever. So we got indecision. So she's looking very closely at those who self-love, those who are still trying to heal. Somebody needs to face it. They don't know what to do. They're having indecision. Because the High Priestess is here. They want to end this conflict. It doesn't serve any purpose. There won't be any mending of the connection between third parties and or those who are fighting with those who are not third parties. So it's like this is an end to infidelity. Spirit said this is the end of debauchery. That's how they put it. We got burned here. Unfaithful. There's no third parties. End the conflict. Respect the differences. Go over there or we're going to have peace. We're not fighting anymore. No, you can't come in and mess with this family unit like this again. The old boss is gone, fired, imprisoned. Grief. We got grief in the reverse. Putting an end to grief. No more conflict. No more fighting within the home, within the family. It doesn't serve any purpose. So there is some unfinished business here, and there could be some emotional baggage that this tribe is having. They missed their opportunity. They're tired. It could be that they're out of energy. They're emotionally exhausted. Ooh, oh my goodness. Forgiveness. So they're hoping for forgiveness. And, I've said it a lot of times, the third party want to break your heart and take all your stuff and leave you in a pile of tears. Forgiveness, a couple weeks later, I'm sorry, I'll never do that again. It meant nothing or whatever. And then they go do it again, right? Forgiveness is just permission to remain in the energy and to continue doing whatever it is they want to do. Forgiveness for me, and I'm really glad a friend that I know mentioned this to me a long time ago, and it just makes so much sense. Is a release, So it's kind of like, I forgive myself for not knowing what I needed before, and I forgive myself for holding on to something that was so hurtful, and then you release it. So for those who are self-loving, what they're going to do is they're going to forgive self. They're going to let go of what they have been permitting in their personal space, that's constantly like sticking a knife in their heart or causing arguments or unsettling the energies, and it's always turbulent, and then you gotta let it go, because you gotta heal from that stuff. And you can't heal if there's somebody always messing with your opportunity to maintain balance. So the magician is here. He's not afraid, and there's no escape. He's dealing with these people who looked at others as though they were just another notch in the headboard. And there was a lot of stuff happening with that. It wasn't just broken hearts and broken homes. It was literal, like snuff the light out and put you in a I don't even know how. I don't know. Okay, how that works. I just know that there's this weird game that was being played with transitioning and adopting somebody else's sense of self. Weird. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. So we got growth. We're going to expand consciousness and awareness. It could be that the magician who isn't afraid, nobody can escape it. Those who were thinking of, bed partners as just another notch in the headboard, maybe they're going to have a growth. Maybe they do have a growth. Maybe something is going to grow on them. Judgment. Dang. That's justice twice and judgment twice. Growth. They might have a growth. they were denied, they're being denied a purpose. They denied their purpose. Whoever this person was that's guilty of avoiding needs in the family unit, apparently they were here in a purpose and they failed. They neglected the family. So they denied a purpose. They denied their purpose. They failed in their purpose, and now they have to surrender their need to control this. They can't fight anymore. They failed in their purpose. Whatever responsibilities they had to family, they failed. They got to surrender, because we're moving into love, health, and gratitude. They're afraid because you see both sides of this situation. And you know that there's no greater goal than to love, and you are trusted. You're connected to the higher source. You have your inner voice going. You're happy, and there's freedom. You're free of whatever. There's a change here, and we're moving into peace and patience in divine order. In divine order. Last night, I got 4 to 7 weeks. Now, I don't know what that meant. That was, I don't even know if that is like legitimate, or if it's like, I guess. Because this is present right here, right now. Oh, and I also heard some of these, who I believe to be this type of folk, saying that they were slipping into another timeline, like another paradigm. And it was strange because they're just getting quieter and quieter and quieter. And I don't know how that works, because when it worked for me, it was like boom, May 29th, 1996 is like boom. I mean, I'm instantly in another paradigm, alive. And so I don't know. It reminds me of that song. Time slipping away. So I don't know if it's just like a slippery slide, right out of time. I don't know. A slow fading away. I don't know how that stuff works. I have had people say, or a couple folks say, that when you do your manifestation, or you set your intentions, or you pray and you ask for like something, that it can take or you send energy. Say, this is a better example. If you send energy or an intention or something like that, say like you're sending healing energy, or whatever. It usually takes about 3 days for that to take effect. I don't know why it's 3 days, but there's a 3-day thing, and apparently it applies itself to many different scenarios that folks work with, when it comes to creation, rebirth. So we got past, they're in a restriction. It could be that they're imprisoned. This important person who is guilty of neglecting and laughing about the emotional needs of the family unit. Specifically the children. So this could be an organization that deals with that kind of stuff. Could be all kinds of different scenarios. I'm sorry. They want to apologize. They're under judgment for the absence, the absent parent, the neglect of a child. That caused difficult situations that they just couldn't get out of. It was more than hard. Or maybe they can't make anything hard for them anymore. They have to accept the things they cannot change. There's no big favor. This isn't a laughing matter. They're uncertain. They're uncertain because nobody's laughing. Nobody's gonna help them. Ace of Wands, relationships, serving the higher good. In this leadership role, it looks like the Empress is in this leadership role. She's very optimistic. She's honest. Could be a return to honesty. Truthful and transparent in all interactions, even when it may be difficult. And look at this. In the recent past, we've got honesty here too. So she's very honest. She has full of integrity. It could be that this person here, this important person who's in prison, they're broken and shattered. They got themselves all tangled up into something. And there's something going on in the grapevine. Like there's rumors going on. Unsolicited advice. Grapevine. There may be a whole bunch of unsolicited advice coming through the grapevine. Somebody may be telling them how to deal with this. Maybe they're searching the grapevine. Now, I think the grapevine, like there's all this talk going on. Oh yeah, right here. Gossip. So there's a lot of gossip going on. Empress is in service. She's here with integrity and honesty. She's not making any mistakes. She's those who lacked discipline can't escape. We got small favors. Somebody is hoping that she can help with something small. It's just one of those cords, those connectors, those exchanges of energy, right? Justice is happening. She persevered, so justice is happening. They can't make an appearance. Their appearance is changing. They no longer are seen as somebody who's important. They're not welcome. They're looking for an exit plan. They got caught up in a whirlwind. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody wants to tell them what to do. Unsolicited advice. And this says, I'm certain I know best. I'd hate to tell you, or I'd hate to say I told you so. It could be that there's people saying I told you so. in the grapevine, in the gossip. There could be a lot of gossip. Maybe people told this person that what he was doing was wrong. They're unfriendly. They're not friendly. Maybe the people, they don't want them around. They're like, stay away from me with this appearance in the reverse. Maybe they're seen as unfriendly. People are talking about them. We got bad news in the reverse. And this is perseverance. I believe with the Empress, she's persevering and justice is occurring here. That's good news. The King of Swords is here, working very hard. Regarding friends who did not appreciate their friendship, who bring anxiety and instability to friendships. We got loan in the reverse. Somebody's not getting a loan. They're not going to get. They're not going to get the loan. A friend's not going to give them a loan. A friend. No loan. And we've got a tribe. We've got bad news. So the great news in reverse and then tribe in reverse. So there's some bad news for this tribe who's out of alignment. Nobody's going to give them a loan. They didn't appreciate their friends. They're unfriendly. Nobody wants them to make an appearance. Nobody wants them to come by. Nobody wants to mess with them. Love. Love. So the High Priestess is here with a perception. She's really taken a good look and she's finding out who is love. You're still trying to heal. And this tribe here, they don't know what to do. They have to face it. They have to face it. This High Priestess is here and she's scoping stuff out. There's an end to this conflict. It serves no purpose. There's an end to grief in the family unit. These third wheel enemies cannot fix the relationship or have a relationship with these ones who are not third wheel enemies. They're very focused and dedicated to their families. And then you've got burned here. You've been hurt before. And I don't know if, I don't know what that burn means. Okay, there's a big old flame. That's a big one. That's a big flame. And it could just be that they burned people, you know, burn their bridges, you know. Maybe the bridge is burned. We're not playing anymore. Nobody wants to play with third wheel enemies. There's no fixing the connection. Yeah. Envy and greed. They're not, so there's no fixing this connection. You're not gonna, no. There's an end to this grief. There's no purpose to this fighting. There's no purpose. Serves no purpose. growth. They didn't grow. They didn't grow. All they did was fight, 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 fight. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything to advance the health and well-being of their soul or their heart or their energy or their inner balance. They didn't grow. They missed their opportunity. They're tired. They want forgiveness. They want to remain in your energy. Past. So this past card came out in the reverse. Says, I still haven't gotten over what occurred in the past. This is like you're done with it. You're over it. Looking for the future. Look into the future. And these ones aren't there. They have no plans. They're not going to make any plans. Can we please make plans to get them together soon? There's no plans. You're not making any plans with these people. You're over it. You've grown in consciousness and awareness. And with your willpower, you're not afraid. And whoever this is, there's no escape. These conquests, these notch on the headboard people, they can't. They're not included in your plans, and you're completely over it. You're over it. You're like out of here. Why are these upside down? Oh my goodness, what did I do? Did I flip these all upside down? Huh. Whoa. So these ones, they thought you were a nuisance. And so they collaborated against you. They felt obligated to associate with you. They collaborated against you. They're desperate, or they could be in a desperate state of health. They're looking for advice on the work that they've done. They could be getting advice, and somebody is like they need a safe place, and it's a negative. Somebody's yelling. They're in chaos. Somebody wants a date with a person who's empathic, offering an apology, but it's just so that they can manipulate your perception of reality. They want to get out of this mess that they're in. They need support, and they need a reconnection to do it. And the secret is that they want to sabotage you because they're not friendly. They want to get this off their chest. There could be a growth on their chest. I mean, I don't know if they've got lung cancer, maybe breast cancer or something. I don't know. There could be a growth on their chest. You're uninterested in a gift. Yeah, because gifts are energetic exchanges and cords, right? Highways. So just be aware of that. Alrighty, so I think I'm going to leave this one here. Oh, he knocked this off the table again. I hope this clarified something that you already intuitively knew. But it looks like, just to recap, Whoever was in charge of seeing to it that family units had what they needed, you know, that they were strong, whole, had everything they needed. But whoever was in charge of that, they made certain that they were neglecting everybody and causing uncertainty. So they're fired. The Empress is in position. Nobody's escaping the Empress. Justice is being served ×2. Judgment is being served ×2. And not only is the Empress doing her thing, but then you got the High Priestess. So there's divine wisdom. There's that there's that intuition and that sacred knowing. So very much connected. So it could be that even when there's something that you're not sure about, you tap into your intuition and to source, right? Yeah, because there's intuition here twice. Intuition here, and then intuition over there too. So this High Priestess is very much into her intuition regarding those who love themselves and those who love in general and are still healing. She can see that. She can see laser focused right in on that. And the wonderful thing is that the King of Swords is verifying information, High Priestess is verifying information, Empress is verifying information. There's no mistakes being made. It's triple checked. And then there's the Magician who is doing the final thing there. And it seems like he or she, whatever you want to say, they're writing these people right out of this path, and they can't escape it. There's no plans. There's no return to the past. You're over it. See you on the next one, everybody. Bye.